Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are going to talk about some forbidden moves in chess. The first forbidden move that we will see is capturing the king. So what you have to remember is that there is simply no piece on the board, on the chessboard, that is able to capture the king, including the king itself. What I mean is, your white king cannot capture the black king, and the black king cannot capture the white king. Simple as that. Another forbidden move is to put your king next to the opponent's king. As I said on an earlier video, the king moves like the queen in any direction, but only by a move. So if the black king plays here, it occupies a possible square of the white king, and that is simply forbidden. So remember that you cannot put your king next to the opponent's king, no matter what. Another move is castling after your rook or your king has moved. So let's see that. So if by any reason you moved your queenside rook, for example, if from a1 you moved him to, let's say, b1, and then in another move you moved this rook again from b1 to a1, then you can't cancel, because your rook has already moved. And the same thing goes to the kingside rook. If this rook for any reason has moved, and even if now it is in its starting position, then again you can't castle. If you moved your queenside rook, you can't castle on the queen side. But if your rook on the king side hasn't moved, then you can castle on the king's side. So you can castle on the side where your rook hasn't been moved. But if you move your king, then castling on both sides is forbidden. If you moved your king because your king was threatened, because it was the best move you could do, or for any other reason, if you moved your king, you have to remember that you can't castle on any side. It's forbidden. Another forbidden move in castling is to castle while your king is being threatened. So in this position, the queen is threatening the king, and let's say this king has not been moved, the rooks on both sides haven't been moved, and he is able to castle. In this position, he is able to castle on both sides. But since he is threatened by the queen, by the opponent's queen, he has to or move or protect the king by any piece that is able to do that. If there is no piece able to do that, then he has to move and lose the castle. So in this position, the c2 pawn can move to c3 and simply protect the king from the queen. And now in this position, the white can castle on any side he wants. It's better to castle on this side because this side is a bit unsafe now. One more forbidden move, the last forbidden move I'm going to show you today, is moving a piece that is pinned to the king. I kind of already showed it on a previous video, but let's just see it again. So, the black bishop is pinning the knight, and if the knight moves, then the white king is threatened. And when your king is threatened, you have to defend him. But to defend him, you have to make a move. And since you already moved your knight, you can't make a second move at your turn. So it's forbidden. You can't move a piece when it's pinned to the king. You have to first unpin it or move your king, and then move the piece that is pinned. Let's show you another position. I kind of showed this position on the previous video again, but let's see it again. In this position, the rook is pinning the queen, so the queen cannot move away from the d file. The queen can move anywhere she wants on the d file, but can't move away from the d file. The best move that the white has right now is simply to capture the rook, and later the queen will capture the white's queen. And that's just about it. When a piece is pinned and behind that piece directly is your king, then the piece that is pinned cannot be moved. So first you have to unpin it, and then you can move it. That's it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching, and we will see each other on the next video. Goodbye.